Yes, yes, hello anybody who's tuning in right now. This has become a fishing stream. I was going to do a special event today, and I'll get to it, but it was raining, so I'm trying to knock this out right here. As I got here, it was raining, so couldn't pass up the chance to finally get this fishing in the rain quest done. So, a little fishing, and then All Saints Way. Yes! Okay, should I get more of these guys? Alright, that was short. Okay, let's deliver. bring us 5 rain callers from Gridania's Jedi flood. We will make it worth your while. Let's get it. I knew you were the right lass for the job. Who else could deliver such rare and feral specimens? These will suit the Old One's purpose quite well. The elder males have been led to believe that ingesting the rain callers will endow them with, let us say, vigor. No one knows whether it is true, and I personally don't care to find out. I only know that rich men will stop at nothing to recapture their former glory, and so these fish should fetch a fair price at that market. Speaking of fetching, I'm quite impressed with your handiwork, Lucera. The consortium will be pleased. Of course, you've pleased more than just the consortium. I look forward to seeing more of you. I don't need those things. Okay, let's get changed. Hello there, friend. You have the look of a seasoned adventurer about you, and I would know. What would my superior powers of deduction? If you could spare the time, I could use your assistance in a matter I'm investigating at the moment. Oh, thank you. Pray tell me, are you familiar with the Continental Circus? The people of Eorzea know them as a traveling troupe of entertainers who visit whenever All Saints' Wake is upon us. However, in actuality, they are a band of void-sent fiends in disguise. That is not to say they get up to anything that gets beyond the realm of mere mischief. No, they are generally harmless, which is why I have been content to observe them from afar. Bizarrely, I am yet to see any sign of them this time round, despite the festivities being so close at hand. That said, I do not mean to say that things have been uneventful of late. A rather peculiar gentleman known as the Scarlet Snout has appeared to fill the vacuum of absurdity left by the circus. Most suspicious, as I'm sure you will agree, which is why I set about investigating the matter. However, things have not quite gone to plan, and I was hoping you might be able to help me look into this strange character. Do you think you could spare some time to ask the residents of Gridania about the Scarlet Snout? Sure thing. You have my thanks. I shall continue to do my part in the meantime. Pray alert me should you learn aught of interest. Alright, let's see what we need to do here. See, it stopped raining, so I was right to do that fishing before this. Otherwise, we'll miss a chance to do it. Foolhardy chap. A man with the red nose? Listen, this is just between the two of us. I've met the man of whom you speak. In fact, he even invited me to a banquet of sorts. Yes, I was relaxing by the river the other night when I suddenly heard a voice that I couldn't quite place. I turned around to see a man dressed in motley standing behind me. We got to talking, befitting his appearance. He's quite the jovial fellow, and after a pleasant little chat, he invited me to dinner at his home in the coming days. I called it a banquet, but he assured me that it would be a modest affair, with only him and a few of his newfound friends. He also swore me to secrecy. No doubt he doesn't want strangers to come and crash the event, so don't tell anyone else I told you about this, alright? Excitable lad. Haha. A fellow with a red nose? Why, no, I heard nothing of such a man, and I most certainly haven't been invited to a holiday feast organized by such an individual. Perish the thought. About that feast. All right, I'll tell you all I know. I was heading home from an errand when this fellow with the most prominent proboscis approaches me and asks me if I'd visit him at his house. Say he needed someone to share his toys and sweets with. At the same time, he made me assure him that I would tell no one of this offer, or that he even spoke to me at all. If he found out about this, I don't know what will happen. Promise me you won't tell anyone else. Let's see about that kid. Alright. Gridania. Can't say I've seen anyone matching that description myself, but now that you mention it, I remember a friend of mine saying she saw an odd character wandering about here the other day. It stuck with me because she said he was dressed up in odd garb, almost like that of a jester. I can't guarantee that was the man you're looking for, but it sounds too similar to be a coincidence, yes? Yes. Okay. So you're looking for this so-called Scarlet Snout as well, are you? Well, tough luck. I'm going to beat you to him. See, I've heard that he's a well-heeled bloke who loves nothing more than to share his fortune with his friends. Ever since then, I've been searching high and low for him. Even if I did know anything, damned if I'm going to share it with anyone. Ah, you're back. Did you glean anything of interest, perchance? Inviting total strangers to his abode and swearing them to secrecy? Most suspicious indeed. Yes, I highly doubt he is inviting these people out of the kindness of his heart. Something is afoot here. Speaking of which, I was able to uncover some new information myself. It would seem most sightings of the Scarlet Snout occurred by the river. I suspect it would be relatively easy to spot him if we staked out the area, and yet I am hesitant to go myself. I have been asking around for so long now that it is likely that our suspect knows me and is taking pains to avoid me. While I am loath to impose upon your kindness, might I ask you to take care of this alone? I promise that I will be watching from a safe distance and will not hesitate to lend a helping hand should you need it. Oh, thank you ever so much. Now, we've no time to lose. Let us hurry along to the riverbank. Yes, right by the Leatherworkers Guild should give us a good vantage point.
Say there, Missy. No, not there. Here, over here.
Greetings, my friend. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, dear me. Why the cold reception? Surely my appearance doesn't frighten you. I've heard some dodgy rumors about you. Dodgy? Me? There must be some mistake. I'm sure whoever told you those things simply had the wrong end of the stick. But where are my manners? I should introduce myself. I am Papa Gruff, a humble clown. Would you care to share your name with me? I'm Lucera. Lucera, such a pleasant name. Brings a smile right to my face. Oh, it feels like we're thick as thieves already. But how to commemorate our newfound friendship? Oh, but of course. Why don't you join me at my humble abode for a feast? I swear you haven't lived until you've been to one of my banquets. I ask only one favor. You are to tell no one about this. It wouldn't do if some random stranger barged in on a gathering of friends, yes? And should I find out you've gone against my wishes, well... But I jest. That's what I do, you see? I wouldn't dream of harming even a flea. You have nothing to worry about, nothing at all. Anyway, come meet me under the Bent Branch Meadows Bridge whenever you're ready, and I'd be more than happy to show you the way to my home. Well, ta-ta for now. So, that was our man, was it? I must say his appearance was every bit as distinctive as the rumors said. Pray tell, did he invite you to his feast as he did the others? Yeah. I had a feeling this was how things might play out. While his actions are most suspicious, it is impossible to tell exactly what his goal is and whether or not he has any malicious intent. I suppose our best option is to play along for the time being. Might I ask you to head to Bent Branch Meadows and observe things from a safe distance? If it seems the snout is up to no good, we'll put a stop to it straight away. I myself shall first return to the Adventurers Guild in order to deliver my report. Let us rendezvous at our destination when we're both ready. Haha, the easy way, of course. This location should afford you a good vantage point. The precise location Scarlet Snout gave you. Observe from a distance in hope that he reveals himself. Welcome, one and all. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you here today. Perhaps that's a bit too formal for the occasion. Let's try this again. My friends, welcome to the house of Gruff. By all means, make yourselves at home. What the heck are you carrying on about over here? I could hear you from Mom's way. My beloved wife, what brings you here? What brings me here? Why, our dear son and I were worrying you might burst a lung screaming like that. Oh, Papa, Mumsy has told me all about the party. I can't wait to meet all of your new friends. Yes, darling, I'm sure it's going to be an absolutely splendid time. No doubt your father here has invited sheer multitudes of illustrious guests. Isn't that so, Papa? But of course, my sweet, don't you worry. I can assure you the event will be quite the spectacle. Just think of all those innocent fools sauntering casually to our abode, blissfully unaware that they are in fact marching towards their doom. Oh, how I love seeing the terror on their faces when they realize their fate. It is truly to die for, quite literally for them. Yes, and with fear we've extracted from the depths of their very souls, we can summon forth our fiendish friends and hold the banquet of our dreams. The night of devilry shall finally be upon us. The night of devilry, is that something fun? It will be the most fun you've had, little one. Admittedly, I have yet to experience it myself, but I've heard enough of the legends to know it will not disappoint. Any road, our honored guests are scheduled to arrive any moment now. Head back to the venue, my dear family. I shall return anon. The easy way, of course. Back from Bimp Branch, are you? Pray tell me, what exactly did you witness there?
I saw some stuff.
Good gods! This sounds like a plot most foul indeed. Fortunately, help is at hand. Upon hearing my report, the guild saw fit to dispatch an expert in matters of the occult to aid us in getting to the bottom of this. I'm most certain he will be able to help us come up with an effective way to thwart the Snout's villainy. Let me know when you're ready, and I shall introduce you to him. Alright, let's see what this is. Ready to proceed with our investigation, are you? Excellent. Allow me to introduce you to our esteemed collaborator. This is Mark, a specialist in matters of the occult, dispatched by the guild to assist in apprehending the nefarious Papa Gruff. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that I have a grasp on the situation as it stands. It is quite all right with you. Pray share all you have learned about our quarry thus far. I see. Quite fascinating indeed. Yes, it was all as I read in that tome. My apologies. I tend to get lost in my own thoughts sometimes. Allow me to begin by giving you a brief introduction to the so-called Night of Devilry, or at least as I understand it. It is said that during All Saints' Wake, the saints are invited to banquets in the heavens each and every night. At such time, the world below is left unprotected, and fiends summoned by the ogre Pumpkinhead are free to wreak havoc on the defenseless denizens. One fiend in particular is said to be especially boisterous. I speak of the one known as the Doomsday Clown. Though perhaps you know him better as the Scarlet Snout, or Papa Gruff. In any event, they are all the same nefarious personage. If the text are to be believed, those who set foot in his domain are fated never to return. I say, just listening to this tale is enough to make my hair stand on end. That said, it seems we've quite a task on our hands, even attempting to save his would-be victims. Have we no way of protecting ourselves once inside his lair? I thought you would never ask. Pray feast your eyes on these fine creations of mine. I present to you two artifacts I have recreated by referencing a number of ancient tomes, together with some of my own personal touches. Of course, behold the fiendish lantern and the phial of warding holy water. Phial. But what do they, what do they do, you must wonder? Well, allow me to explain. First of all, the fiendish lantern emits a certain wavelength of light that Voidsent absolutely detests. As for the warding holy water, it only protects the holder's soul from being stolen. Not only, but also enables one to rescue the lost souls of others and return them to their mortal frames. I have not yet had the opportunity to test them, and thus cannot vouch for their effectiveness, but I am very much hoping that they will serve you well for both our sakes. Wow. Wait, you mean there's no guarantee that... But it matters not. We face a potential crisis here, and beggars cannot be choosers in times of need. My friend, are you willing to put your faith in Mark's creations and do what needs to be done? Excellent. In the meantime, I shall do my best to ensure that the Scarlet Snout is not able to lure anyone else into this trap. Speaking of the Snout, I have also heard another rumor. Apparently, he has been handing out odd pumpkin cookies to those who attend his feast. Should you come into possession of such a confection, might you show it to me when you return? Sure. Splendid. Before you go, allow me to furnish you with a link pearl. Rest assured that I shall do my damnedest to support you from afar after you enter the Dread Clown's personal domain. Also, should you wish to know aught more about the items with which I have furnished you, just say the word. I shall return to Miketo's amphitheater and see that no other frightening hijinks ensue. When you have found out what you would about the Snout, pray visit me there. Okay. Let's see. Before I do that, let's see what he has more to say. Ah, is there something you would like to know? Let's take a quick look. Okay, I already know these things. Okay. Ah, if it isn't my friend, Lucera. Terribly sorry for the delay. Your timing couldn't be better. I'm pleased to report that I finished preparing for the festivities. Let my loyal Harlequin guide know once you're ready, and he'll be more than happy to show you the way to the venue. Let's go. I'm frightfully sorry for having kept you waiting. Do you wish to head to the banquet now? Master Gruff is eagerly anticipating your arrival. Let's go. I totally failed that. Oh my god. Alright, let's figure this out. Let's see. Here's the shortcut. was totally derped up. Alright, let's finish this. Ah, there you are. Glad to see you return from the spectral realm in one piece. I say, did Mark's inventions provide adequate aid? Relieved I am to hear that. Small wonder the man came so highly recommended. And of course, I must thank you for risking life and limb to put them to use. Thanks to you, we can rest assured that the souls of the Gridanian people are safe from the fiend's trickery. I am full glad to finally lay my eyes upon the rumored cookie as well. Oh, and just to be safe, I took the liberty of advising the other invitees not to attend the feast for their own good. I am concerned, however, that some of them did not seem so keen on heeding my instructions. Should you find any that have gone on ahead, pray save as many of them as you can. Now that we know that Mark's creations can be relied upon, there is no reason to think we should not be able to rescue everyone from the Snout's clutches. Papa, where have all my new friends gone? Don't worry, sweetheart. Father will sort this all out. What the heck were those abominable trinkets anyway? And why did you not warn me that one of those despicable adventures might crash our party? Oh, my beloved, pray calm your heart. That adventurer lady was one thing, but rest assured that none of our ordinary guests will be equipped with such artifacts. We shall have our fun soon enough, believe you me. What's more, I found someone who has volunteered to help us in our quest. They say the best approach is to just wander around the town, shouting out invitations to anyone within earshot. Why, just imagine how many guests they'll manage to lure in here with such a bold approach. Now listen to me. Be sure to invite as many people as possible, alright? The more terror, the better, I say. Your wish is my command, Master Gruff. This will be a fine All Saints Wake indeed. That said, I do wonder who this mysterious new acquaintance might be. Rest assured, I will be keeping close watch on the Scarlet Snout to make sure that his baleful plans never come to fruition. I will see to it that none of his expected visitors attend his banquet. Then, when he comes out to ascertain what has gone amiss, we will strike with an expert team assembled by the Adventurers Guild, putting an end to the villainy once and for all. In the meantime, I ask that you pray go and rescue anyone the Snout has already managed to lure into his domain. That would doubtless encourage him to abandon his scheme even sooner. see what this is over here. Let's see. Okay, see if we can just keep it. Good, good. Okay, where's the finger? Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at this. This is the face paint. Okay, got it. Let's go ahead and use that. Pumpkin cookies. I get it. Okay, so we get the other pieces. I think I'll derp around in the dungeon off stream. I think I've derped enough for today. Okay, so that's All Saints Wake. I think that I will probably go through that a few more times to get all the pieces, and but I'll do that derping off stream, I think. So if you've come by or watching the VOD, thanks for dropping by and suffering through my weird voice acting. I always have a ball doing this. So until next time, yeah, just until next time. You can tell I'm a terrible streamer.